So the big question is this: how are leaders like you that recognize people and technology are the backbone of the company they're building continue to make progress when they have no clear idea on how to develop individuals and utilize technology in a way that helps them remain profitable? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. This is Tom and Michaela, and welcome to the Heart and Hustle Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Heart and Hustle Podcast YouTube channel thing that we have going on. Not actually sure what we call it anymore, but we know it's kind of...
It's a podcast.
But a podcast is like voice only. This is like video and voice and like everything.
Yeah, it's a little bit of...
This daily life everything. And like what... You know what I got back the other day? You know how we're applying for our official trademark, like to own Heart and Hustle, like official trademark in the world. Like we actually own the brand.
Yes.
And it's I got a letter from the lawyer the other day, and it was... You know, one of those things where they said, well, there's a like name or a like thing out there that has like heart, hustle, and soul or something. And the odds of overcoming it are okay, but not great, but yet they're okay. And we're given like two options, like the $200 option for him to kind of inquire about it, and the $900 option for him to say, let me kind of go to town for you guys.
Which option did you choose?
I responded and I asked that same question, you know, based on your professional, what should I do? And I didn't get a response back. And as I read down, so I reread the entire form again, and it basically said, don't respond to this email, click here which option you want and proceed forward. So I just had to click a link and put my credit card number in and go.
Of course.
Yeah, they kind of get you. So lawyers are just... they're just really good salespeople. They want to get your emotions up. It's like they want to get you to this point where they get you to bite and they get you so wrapped up in the emotional impact of what you're trying to deal with, whether it's legal, business, personal, whatever it is, and they really want to just get more money from you.
Feels like it.
They're
good at that.
They're very good at that. They're just
feel
really
like
good
they can
salespeople.
charge whatever they want to.
In fact, we had a client who's an attorney, and they were complaining because the other attorneys were not selling more. They weren't trying to get people more emotionally involved in their cases, so therefore they were not billing enough. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Can't help you, dude. If the guy doesn't want to sell or lawyer up, I'm not sure what to do.
Lawyer up.
Anyways, you know, the last podcast, we obviously got branded, I guess. And
branded.
Show me yours. It's real. Branded. This is real. Yeah, if you want one, let us know because...
if you want one.
We're trademarking this son of a gun, and it's going to be on me for the rest of my life. So I'm super thrilled about it, actually. I look at it every day, and it's the epitome of the heart and soul of what we do and of who we are personally and our journey and kind of what we have done. So
it's a super great reminder for me of what we've been through and what we're going through and what we strive for and all of the things.
You remember when we were trying to do it the first time, like you were going to get heart and I was going to get hustle, and we were going to kind of split the words up, and we weren't quite sure what to do, and thought, you know, I feel like we're like half complete. And we kind of thought, well, maybe like in 15 years, if for some odd reason we weren't together or something weird, then we'd have this, like, we wouldn't have to remember the other person. I think I kind of...
Is that what was going through your head?
I think I went all girl on you that night. Like, well, what happens?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways.
I mean, legitimate question, right?
Yeah.
How many people get tattoos together or of one another all the time?
I think a lot of people
end up not together.
Yeah.
Let's just...
At least it wasn't like the name of like
happen.
You have the word Tom strapped across your arm or your chest or something, and I don't think so.
No.
You would though, wouldn't you?
No.
No, I wouldn't do either.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't let you. I'd be like, yeah, no, probably.
Well, no,
not
I'd get
idea.
Tom, like right here.
Oh, okay, for you. I ain't getting it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Love you, but no.
I love you, but don't love you. Is that where you're going?
No, that's not where I'm going.
Anyways, so we got back from Oceanside, and we're sitting out there, and we're balancing the checkbook. Kind of. We really don't balance checkbooks. We kind of look at the statement at the end of the month and go, ouch, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there thinking, you know, how are we doing this? I mean, in the past year, let's talk about this for a second. In the past year, since we got engaged, September 27th, my mom's birthday, 1 year ago. And we were where?
We were in Moab.
We were
on
in Moab.
top of the World Trade Trail.
That is correct.
Trade Center. Trail.
Trade Trail does not exist anymore. No. And then went boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yes, not good.
Top of the world.
Top of the World Trail, my mom's favorite place, and hopefully we have some pictures here. But so we're in Moab, and then shortly thereafter, back in Colorado, and then back in Colorado again. And where else did we go? I mean, in the past year, we kind of had a small hiatus there, but we were in Miami Beach, we were in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We were in Aspen, Colorado. We were in, obviously, Breckenridge and Frisco, Colorado. We were
Arizona.
We were in Arizona. We were in Scottsdale, of course. We were in Flagstaff. We were in Sedona. Love Sedona.
Mm-hmm.
Love Sedona. I love Sedona.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird,
we've been to a lot of amazing places.
You name it, and it's like we've been to a lot of amazing places. And we obviously got back from Oceanside, went to this little Encanado, not Encino, but Encanado, California, wherever it was, some little town out there. I think I'm mispronouncing it.
Mm-hmm.
Down through Carlsbad, down through Los Angeles, went to Beverly Hills, went to Hollywood, Vine, and place is trash. I'm sorry, but it's just trash out
Hollywood?
there.
Yeah.
Hollywood is trash.
It's pretty gross.
It's not good.
It was fun to see the stars.
The star, yeah. Well, not the stars in the sky.
No.
The stars on the
Boulevard.
Yeah, Boulevard.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool, I guess. We didn't kind of see the Hollywood sign, though. We never really went to find that.
No, we didn't. We were like, let's get out of here because it's kind of...
We took pictures of you in front of the Top Gun house.
Yes.
Took pictures of you in front of the Karate Kid apartment complex or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I have that picture. We'll show it here. Ding.
That's fun.
There it is.
Yeah.
And we've been like everywhere. But the issue is this, is like, and I think you know where I'm going with this, but we get back and we look at these bills thinking, what are we spending money on? It's like we're spending money on to freaking sleep.
We're spending money on an Airbnb and we're never there. We sleep there and we spend what? $300 a night?
We were spending probably
astronomical.
Well, not probably every night, but on average, probably $300 a night on those weekend nights, for, in Oceanside and inside of, it wasn't Miami Beach, but it was that complex that was, north of there. Mm-hmm. That was before the whole
before the apartment complex collapsed.
And you have airfare and mass and all this other junk. And the thing that we love to do is we love to travel. And it's not so much with, with you or I thinking like these big cities or these big places, these towns or whatever, these places like Aspen or Breckenridge or Moab. I mean, we've been to everywhere and we've seen almost, not everything, of course, but we've seen a lot. And for me, it's always been the journey about getting there. It's not been so much of like, okay, now we're in Aspen and we're sitting in front of this park and we're looking at people's foo-foo dogs and, or sitting eating avocado toast at Oceanside, which was actually pretty damn good. But, we're just like sitting there thinking, what now? So it's like, and we're kind of going into the story here, but we did the math and we're sitting there thinking, okay,
ouch.
we spend this over the past 1 year from September 27th until basically September 27th of this year.
Exactly.
And we spent 1 year. I'm not going to go over the dollar amount, but it was not excessive probably in most people's terms, but I felt like it was excessive because I think we're really frugal when it comes down to it. I mean, I'm wearing a cheap t-shirt and you're wearing a...
This is your hand-me-down.
Yeah, and it was not really a hand-me-down. It was a hand-me-down just because I kind of grew out of it. Yeah.
Give it to me.
It is what it is. It kind of feels fun. I registered those domain names at feelsfunny.com.
Yeah, I know you did.
I think I let them expire, though.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But anyways, we spent this money and thinking, what do we do? It's like, I can't be doing this. So what's the other option?
I know.
I know, too. It's sitting right behind us.
Yeah, we did it.
Ding,
we did
ding.
a thing.
We did a thing. Saturday morning, we kind of woke up and said, you know what? Let's go buy an RV.
We bought an RV.
We bought a 34-foot RV. Satellite system, slides.
There are lovers of RVs and there are haters of RVs. Some people feel like camping is just like, it's outdated and it's not convenient.
Yeah.
And they love the creature comforts of life. And I'm like, this thing is not like roughing it by any means.
No, it's not roughing it. There's nothing roughing about this thing.
No, it's pretty nice.
You know, we're gonna have some pictures
It's
here.
nicer than my last apartment.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's damn nicer than a nice apartment. Yeah.
Yeah.
You push a button, it slides out. It's like freaking like a transformer.
It's like super comfortable in there.
Yeah,
like we
like-
just wanted to hang out. I mean, we got this big ass house behind us, but we wanted to hang out in the camper.
We
It was
did.
just relaxing.
It did. It was just, you have flat screen TVs, living rooms. There's a fireplace in this camper. There is there's like a couch love seat type thing. There's recliners. There is a breakfast nook. There's an island. There's a freaking island in the middle of the camper with a sink in the middle of it with a cutting board that's built in.
That's pretty sleek.
It is
I
pretty
like
sleek. Yeah, there's storage everywhere. There's obviously a bed up front. There's a full-size bathroom. And it's just like, why not?
Yeah. It's better than spending $300 a night to sleep in somebody else's house.
I know. And we've been blessed too, but it's like with your job and my job and what we do, we have the ability to travel. I mean, we have the ability, we still got kids like everybody else. We still have responsibilities and we're not giving those up by any means, nor would we ever. But, during our times at which we don't have those responsibilities, we have the ability to travel and to have some fun and to, bring our house with us. It's clean, it's comfortable, it's something where we can work full time if we have to, and not that we're ever going to be, full time RVers by any means. But
I don't think I could handle quite that. But
a couple weeks here, a couple weeks there, kind of leaving for a little bit and making sure the grass doesn't get too long. But
heaven forbid you miss your mowing Saturdays.
I love my landscaping. Mower 2.0. I hate that commercial. Have you ever seen anything pop up on the web?
I have.
Why? What's the purpose? I mean, I get the
don't know.
purpose, but it's just
I don't know.
Kind of goes on the last podcast. We kind of went overboard on that one, I think.
A little bit.
A little bit on that one.
A little bit, probably.
So anyway, but we're trying to figure out this camper thing. Like, do we get the bunkhouse and this like, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why get the bunkhouse? Why get a camper with like bunk beds in the back of it and beds in the front of it? And it's just like, you're just again sleeping. You want something that's relaxful and that can convert to a bed if you have guests or have kids or whatever. But when the times that you don't, we want to relax and have fun.
Space. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what gets me about buying a camper though?
What?
How easy it is. Like for the guy. Do you have any questions?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The guy that did the checkout with us and
he would like say 3 words. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, do you have any questions about this?
Do you have any questions?
Oh, do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions?
So here's the light switch right here. It goes on and it goes off. Do you have any questions? Here's your refrigerator. It can go gas and electric. Do you have any questions?
It was legitimately that excessive.
It was excessive. And so anyways, lost my train of thought there, but where was I at?
We were talking about how we like to travel and we are fortunate enough to have jobs where like we'll go to Colorado and we'll go to Colorado for a week and work during the day and do our thing at night.
When we go there, we stay at my family kind of has a cabin up there. We kind of have to make some reservations, thank God bless Aunt Debbie for letting us stay up there, over these years and we love it. But we get up there, we wake up, we go to work, and usually by about 2-ish or so in the afternoon, ends up being about 3 or 4 local time, we kind of start to wind down our day a little bit and we take off for the day. And then we're going until maybe 9, 10, 12 at night. I don't know, whatever. We come back and go back to bed and start over the next day. And it's like, but we're always going to Frisco. We're always going to Breckenridge. We're always going to Keystone. We're always going to, Vail. And I know this sounds like first world problems, but it's like we want something different. And the reason we go up there is because it's quote unquote kind of free. I mean, it's a place to stay. We have cleaners that kind of come in after us and clean up and up a little bit, pay them $150, whatever it is, and we're fine. But it's just like we got to go someplace different.
Yeah, we still have a lot of states out of all 50 states that it's on our bucket list to visit all 50 states. We have
that
quite a
reminds
ways
me.
to
I got to
go.
hang up that picture.
That goes in the camper.
That goes in the camper?
Yes, for
Okay.
sure.
I guess we'll leave it there. That goes in the camper.
It goes in the camper. We have
First-
a little map.
we have a
of
little map.
all the states we visited
Yes.
together.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That was kind of a nice present.
Yeah, I like that little map. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
it is exciting.
I love being able to mark a new one off. But
It's
we
like-
have a lot of states to go.
We do.
50 is a lot.
50's a lot.
And we didn't start till how old were we? Old. So we got to get moving.
You're young.
I know.
Anyways, we're probably like killing time now. So
Yeah, we are.
back to our questions. Last podcast we did, we had 3 questions and it kind of ran over. I think I was a bit more zealous that time around and probably not the most appropriate Tom person around. So I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but kind of not. That's kind of the purpose, I guess. So, but anyways, I do have one like business question here.
A business question.
So put on your business hat or
Okay.
your business.
This is a question for you or for me?
I don't know.
Okay, let's do it.
I literally don't read these. I just copy, paste them, put them inside my iPhone notes, ding, ding, and go.
Okay.
So the question is this, in my best radio voice. How do you help new team members buy into what you are trying to achieve? Oh boy. How do you help new team members buy into what you're trying to achieve? Now, I like to talk to this person and kind of get their context of what they mean. Mm-hmm. Are they asking like, how do I sell myself for the company and to like have them buy into what I'm trying to sell?
I
or what I'm
thought
trying
it
to
was
achieve?
like about your employees and
Well, of
helping
course.
them see the vision of the company and stuff like that.
It's a dicey question
Why is it dicey?
because, I think when you have a company and you have this, product or service or thing that you do, you end up having your core values that you live against, and it's really, for me, it's interviewing those individuals and having those individuals come on that truly wholeheartedly believe inside those core values, not enough to get a job to say you're hired so they get paid, but you have to understand and have to know that they actually do believe inside of what you're trying to do as an organization and how you're trying to grow. And the fact that they have to completely buy into your value system or your core values of the organization.
I agree with that. I think it's even more important, however, to help them see how they fit into that, how their position or their role in the company fits into that big picture.
You remember what I said last time on our podcast? You said, you went all Gary Vee on you, but I said patience and empathy.
Yes.
For leaders.
Yes.
And I think it dives into that a little bit, because as a leader, you got to have a tremendous amount of patience, because you're going to have employees in which, or people that you can see a sparkle in their eye. Like, that they have something special and you can't put your finger on it yet, but for the fact that they don't see it yet, and you may not know that you don't even see it yet, but it's there. Mm-hmm. And I think it's that gut instinct of like, I think Nate, who works on our team, Nate is a really good guy. I think that Devin is a phenomenal person. Now, when we first hired them, you can't put your finger on it, mm-hmm. but there's something there. There is a spark that is there. And I think that they get it, or they may understand. I'm not sure, but I know there is something there. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been dead wrong on that too.
Sure.
And when that happens, that's a problem.
It does not turn out well for anybody.
It does not turn out well for me, because I feel horribly bad of the outcome, because, the day that you make up your mind that this person is not a fit, you're done. You might as well just walk in and say, goodbye, we're not going to work out, and just kind of overcome that problem, because they're not going to be there in 6 months.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, though. But anyway, back to your...
Because I don't like them. You saw the TikTok the other day with Steve, with The Office. I'm firing you. You have to fire without cause, because I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Victoria can find that clip for me. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's not how we do things.
Nope.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Not without cause, Michael.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
No.
Anyway,
Anywho,
I think it's super challenging. I think you do a really good job of it, and yet I think it's super challenging to cast that vision for employees day in and day out. And employees need to hear that vision often and in different ways. And it just needs to be talked about all the time. And I think it's hard when we get so immersed in our day-to-day stuff. It's hard to cast that big picture continually.
Right.
But I also think it's super important, if not more important, to help others see how they fit into that big picture, because they want to feel valued. They want to feel worthwhile. They want to know that what they're doing is making a difference, and that what they're doing and how they're doing it is helping that big picture, helping those goals, and helping you achieve.
I think you hit.
want to
I
achieve.
think you hit the nail straight on the head. Is that most people? I'm not going to say all, but most people, they want to feel value, but they also want to know how they're playing the part in the bigger picture, because
Yes,
they may
absolutely.
feel valued. They may feel like, hey, Tom likes me, or Michaela likes me, or Ben thinks I'm doing a great job, or whatever it is. Like, they feel valued. But there's that other step of like, I may feel valued, but I don't know that I'm contributing enough, or I don't know that I'm doing enough to really warrant my position here. Like, I feel loved, but do I feel loved enough where I feel like I'm making a difference with inside your company? And we, I have the phone call probably once a week right now from individuals from saying, hey, listen, I just want to know I'm doing a good job.
Right.
And
People want to know that what they're doing matters.
yeah. So how do you do that? Because some leaders are out there thinking, I don't have time to stroke everybody's rear and tell them that they're doing a good job. And I may
hard.
feel like there's other leaders out there that are really embarrassed because they are not used to telling everybody they're doing a good job, because maybe they were brought up in such an environment that they were never told that they were doing a good job. And so they don't know how to give that positive or maybe even that negative feedback. And that's difficult.
It is difficult. It's not easy, especially when you're just so busy and bombarded with the daily, everyday things that you have to do. It's like you have to be very present and mindful and aware of what's going on around you and how people are feeling, and that's not always easy.
No. And this thing comes down and it always comes back in my head. Like, when I think about that, the thing I think about, like, in a parallel universe, this whole Mandela effect is freaking me out.
Let's not even go there.
We're not going
That's
to go
for
off on a
another
tangent.
episode, because it just ticks me off.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We won't go there, but sorry to disrupt, but the issue of, like, you're fortunate enough to have your grandmother still living. I am fortunate enough at 48 years old that my grandmother is still, I mean, she's listening to this, I think, every so often, and she's still kicking, and she just turned 90 here a few days ago. My grandfather turned 93 a few days ago, within a couple of days apart. Their birthdays are pretty close together, and you think about it, and it's just like, I think of, like, I haven't talked to grandma today, or I haven't talked to grandma this week, or maybe it's been a couple of weeks since I talked to my grandma. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I ask you throughout the month, have you talked to your grandma lately? How's your mom doing? How's your dad doing? And it's just like, they're okay. Or you may ask me, how's your grandma doing? Or how's your dad doing? Or whatever. It's like, not too bad. Of course, I talk to my dad probably 2-3 times a day, text him all day long about whatever, to kind of keep engaged and kind of keep things going. And I love to do it. But, with employees, it's just like, you can't talk to employees on a daily basis like you talk to your grandma, like, hey, I got to check in once a week or once a month, because everybody's busy. But, I think your employees need a tremendous amount of time and effort and love to them, just for feedback and what's kind of going on in their world. But yet, it's at the same respect as, like, I don't want to lose contact with them, and also grandmothers and parents and so on and so forth. I'm not sure if anything that makes sense. It sounds like I'm mumbling,
does. No,
but
it
it's
makes
just
sense.
like, you can't do the heartfelt, I talked to grandma last week, or I talked to, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. I'm not sure that's a video out there, but maybe Victoria can find it. But it's just
Poor
like,
Victoria, and finding all the videos that you reference every
hey,
episode.
Jeff.
When he talking.
My name is Jeff.
So, but anyways, it's just like, it's like, I can't just, give Jason a call and say, how are you doing, to make myself think that, okay, I checked him off thinking, okay, I called Jason today and he should be good. And
I don't think that's how we
That's not how we roll.
operate at all.
No. I'm
With
saying no.
grandparents,
That's
moms,
not,
dads,
That's not
anybody.
how we roll by any means. But I'm saying I think there are people out there. There
Oh,
are
yeah.
managers
Check in.
out there.
Gotta check in. Check.
I gotta check in.
Gotta check in.
I haven't
check.
asked,
Yeah,
or they completely avoid,
that too.
and that's not good either. You have those conversations every so often.
Yeah, I do.
What was the Domino's jingle? Avoid the Noid.
Yeah, wasn't there some
The Noid came
funky
back.
Noid
Like all.
thing?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, weird.
They're all back.
We're like completely going back to the
You know,
80s.
speaking of this, I'm not going to go off topic here, but maybe I will go off topic. So I graduated from high school in Omaha called Millard South,
Yep.
1991, years ago. And the name of the school was the Millard South Indians. And they changed it. I forget the year. Maybe Victoria can find it. Victoria, ding the year, ding. Like somewhere probably in the 90s, I don't know, maybe 2000s. And they went to the Millard South Patriots because reference to Indians or Native Americans was a bad thing.
Well, they're doing that with sports teams. They're doing that
Yes.
with pancake mix. They're doing that. We're
Like,
doing that.
It's crazy. And then what's the new Lincoln High School that they put up in Lincoln, Nebraska? What's the name of it?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
I'm going to
of
get
it.
the name wrong here, but Victoria, correct me and put the ding up and whatever it is. But I think it's like Standing Bear.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's like whatever high school. It's like whatever blah, 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 Lincoln Standing Bear, whatever it is. I've been reading about it. I'm like, what's happening here? Like, is this Mandela effect real? Did I not live through this entire world already where we can't be named the Millard South Indians because of Native American references and all the stuff that went along with that? But now we had to go to the Patriots, which, stupid. And now we're kind of, here we are in 2021, and now we're at the Lincoln Standing Bear High School. What happened? Did that world not exist? Do you remember going through all that? Mm-hmm. All the sports teams and everything? Now, why can't it go through and not even be mentioned? Because we're going to be offensive to somebody?
Maybe they're differentiating between a name and a mascot.
No.
And that's the issue. I don't know. Everything in the world right now is weird. Everything. So
It is weird.
everything is weird. It's like, what is happening right now? What is going on?
Are we that much like sheltered or that much like in our little compound world out here?
No. Mm-mm. No, it's just everything's weird.
I don't see it. I mean, I think it's crazy. I think this entire world is kind of going nuts sometimes.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of strange things going on out there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I pretend not to guess, but
I mean, like, you watch TikTok and you see what the heck, you know, the Mandela effect, just everything going on in politics and government. And
the Monopoly Man had a monocle. I don't care what you say. I'll look you
I
dead in
agree
the
with
eyes,
you.
who's ever out there right now. Monopoly Man had a monocle.
Mm-hmm.
There was Jiffy peanut butter. Now they're
ET
saying
phone home.
ET phone home, and now
Luke.
it's ET home phone.
I am your father.
Luke, I am your
It was
father.
not, no, I am your father.
It's like this is craziness. I mean, we like laid in bed, whatever it was.
Yes.
But like lying in bed watching TikTok before we go to bed every night until we find that one TikTok that we're like, okay, we're done. We're turning this thing off.
Yeah.
And we watch this stuff about the Mandela effect. And we're like, this stuff existed, and like you got mad.
I got mad.
You got pissed off.
I got mad.
You got pissed off. You rolled over and faced it the other direction. I remember
It's
this.
like, I'm done with the world right now. Like, I know these things happened, and they're telling me and saying that these things didn't happen, and I know they happened. JCPenney's logo was never the way they say JCPenney's logo
It had the extra E in it, right?
and the look and the brand itself was never that way. And
Yeah.
they're saying it was always that way.
If you haven't
No.
done it yet, we're going to pause here. And Victoria, show a couple of these Mandela effects things that are going on, okay?
Y'all dig into it and you will feel like you're going nuts. And I think that is the goal of some big something going on out there. Like, they're trying to make us feel like we're going crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, we're losing it.
crazy.
Anyway.
Well, I remember when Nelson Mandela died in 2007 or whenever it was. I remember this. And I think there was even a video of George Bush talking about this, about how he died, like in 2008 or 9 or whatever it was. And then all of a sudden he died in 2013. That's the whole reason, the Mandela effect. It's like everybody thought he died in 2007, but he actually died in 2013. But I think he died.
I don't know what's happening. Anyway.
I don't know either. We've digressed a lot.
We have totally digressed. That's okay.
So when's our first camping trip? Couple
weeks.
Couple weeks. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. The inaugural break into the camper.
I know. I'm excited. It should be. I'm kind of worried about our dogs, but
I'm kind of worried about the dogs too. I'm not sure what we're going to do about those 2 numbnuts.
I know. Just give him some calming bites. They'll be fine.
Xanax.
All right.
Anyways, if you have not subscribed to Heart and Hustle, I would very much encourage that you do. We're going to be giving away a ton of stuff here over probably the next month and a half.
We are?
We are.
Okay.
We are. I've been talking to Victoria about this and trying to figure out what we can do to give back. We have commemorative Jason's Heart tokens that we're giving. Oh my gosh, we can't even talk about those yet. We're not going to talk about those yet.
Okay. Shh.
Those are super secret. We can't mix our worlds. Worlds are going to collide.
Worlds are colliding.
This is not good. Worlds are colliding. George is getting upset.
Sorry, Victoria. That's probably dates you as well. So anyways, but yes, AirPods and iPads and computers and just stuff. And we're going to kind of auction this stuff off to listeners. It kind of maybe some games, some fun things going on. Whoever submits the most questions or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
I have a whole bank of stuff just like saved up. And also I got lots of phloem.
Phloem.
I hated phloem.
I hate phloem.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, everybody. If you haven't, follow Michaela at her, right down here, whatever her call handle sign, at Just Michaela 715.
Just Michaela 715.
Hey, when's your birthday?
I'm not telling you.
Just Michaela, when is your birthday?
715.
There you go. Just Michaela 715 and T. Nielsen 91, who's me, and
When did he graduate?
1991, Indians. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just stupid. Anyways.
All right.
Catch you guys later. Have a great night. Hey, Victoria, thank you again. You're just doing a wonderful job, and we love you. And make sure when you come back from Myrtle Beach, have a tan or something. Bring Jason back some sand, a shell or something, because he'll bug the crap out if you don't. So he'll ask you for some sand from the beach.
We didn't bring him back sand.
There you go. I didn't bring him back sand either. I still got some sand in my shoes from
Probably.
Oceanside.
We can give him some of that.
We can get some of that. Maybe just a grain or two.
Okay.
All right. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.